case the Zoom recording doesn't come out. There we go. Welcome to More Muscle March. Okay, we are ready to go. Let's warm it up. Starting with a hip hinge. Feet apart. Find your foot tripod. Anchor, balance, and here we go. We're going to hinge down for 4 counts, pushing the buttocks kind of backwards. Now, if you want, you can do like I'm doing. Put the pinky finger right into the hips and just slight pressure pushing back. This will help you really get the feel for that hip hinge. Good. And one more like that. Just warming up. Good. Now we're going down for 2, up for 2. Down for 2, up for 2. Good. Nice dynamic stretching. Good. We'll do a couple more. That'll give us about 15. Awesome. On to squats. 4 counts down. Buttocks back and down. Chin back. Not lifted this way. Just slightly back. And think about chin parallel to the floor. 4, 3, 2. 2 counts now. Here we go. 1 and 2 and up. And again. Good. Keep it going. You can use your arms forward to counterbalance if you need to, but just make sure that they don't drag you forward. You can also put your hand on your shoulders, pretend you're front rack. Those of you who have a tendency to dip forward through the spine may find this helpful. Good, just glance down, make sure the knees are right over the shoelaces, toes stay down. We got 2 more. Great. Grab your mat if you need it. We're going to plank 10 seconds to low plank 10 seconds to high plank. Finding my stopwatch. Getting in position now. Clock is running. Off we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come up to high plank. Hold it. Good. Back down to low plank, guys. Try to alternate. We started on 18. We're holding 10 seconds. Hold and hold. Buttocks are down. Squeezing up. Kneecaps are pulling up. Come up to high plank. Try to alternate your arms if you can. Back down to low. Holding. 34 to 44. We are doing great. Anchor the shoulders. Tip the chin slightly. Abs are up. Coming up to high plank. And down we go. Low plank. This is your last one. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Get a few more. 3, 2. Come up to high plank. Jump it in. And bring it on up. Preparing for those bench presses and push-ups. Capitalizing on the plank to inchworm, lifting up. Touch toe. Knees are straight if you can. Walk it out to your plank. Hold it. Legs stiff. Walk it into your hands as close as you can get. Feel that stretch and come on up. Lifting up. Try your touch toe if you can. Bend your knees to accommodate your flexibility. And walk it in. Legs stiff, going for that stretch, come up. Trying to mobilize through that backside. We have 2 more. Walking it out, really nailing that plank, right? Stiff leg, walk it up. And up. And we have 1 more. Walking out, walking up. You just take 1 moment to pause and make sure that you've nailed that plank. All right. Lastly, we are doing, the bridge. Yes. Down we go onto the mat again. This time we're on our back side. Still warming up the glutes and the back side. Feet, knees, and hips parallel. Arms by our side. Chin tucked so there's no stress point in the neck. Here we go, gang. Squeeze your glutes. Feel the length through the front of the thigh. Look down your front side. Make sure your knees aren't coming apart and lower down. Squeeze, inhale, exhale, and lift, drawing in the abdominals. Some recent research shows that to the extent that you can contract that deep transversus abdominis, go ahead on down, it will better your gluteal engagement. We're all about that. Anything to maximize that contraction. I'm going up. Good, and down. We have 3 more. Here we go, going up. Exhale, transverse engagement, and down. We got 2 more, guys. Squeezing through the glutes, length through the front of the thigh, energy out the kneecap, and down. 1 more coming up. And down. Rock and roll yourself up to a kneeling or position. Come on up. Protraction and retraction. Arms are straight. Reach, pull back. Reach, pull back. Good. So again, I'm squeezing through the shoulder blades. We have 3 more. This is a hard one for people to get. 2 more. And 1 more. And pull it back. Great job, guys. Grab your bench. That was a about 5-minute warm-up. All right. Starting with our deadlift. We're going to deadlift from the bottom up. I'm going to have you start from your bench. Please move all your paraphernalia out of the way so there are no trip hazards. We'll be going right from our deadlift into our bench press, so you'll use your bench twice. Let me make a camera adjustment here. I think I'm a little high. There we go. All right, so you're gonna grab your weights, place them on your bench. The bench is gonna lift up your weights so you won't have to do an excessive hinge from the back, especially to the floor. So grab your heavier weights, place them on end, buttocks go back, address your weights, pull them right in, armpits pull in by your side, come up for 2, down for 2, there's number 1. Number 2. Chin stays slightly tucked. Arms stay tucked in by your sides, nice and straight. Abdominals are drawn in. Inhale and exhale. 1/3 of the way there. Inhale and exhale. Depending upon the length of your hands, or your arms rather, will tell you where your hands are going to land. For some folks, it may be right on their knees if their arms are short and their legs are long, or it may be lower if they have short legs and a long torso like I do. Okay, keep going. 4 more. And 3. Squeezing those glutes again. Knees are soft, buttocks hinge, and then push back slightly, going for that hamstring stretch. All right, bench presses next. Capitalizing upon our weights and our bench while we have them in hand. Keep your weights close to your body, guys. Right on as you go back. Good, elbows go out to the side once you have your nice neutral spine position. We're gonna press up and down. And again, bench press up and down. We'll only be doing 1 set of bench presses because I want to elevate this move already. Keep going. Again, fixing the abdominals will help to maintain your neutral spine. We are halfway there already. Nice and strong. Elbows are straight up above you. Keep it going. Keep those knees aligned with your hip bones. Everything is in its place, so there are no stress points on the hips or the back. And we're just working through the chest and the triceps. Good, I think we have 3 more. Exhale and inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, Don't come up too fast. I don't want you to get dizzy. Keep your weights. I'm just going to move my bench out of the way again so there are no stress, no trip hazards, say well. We want to avoid that. We will be using it again next set. Moving on to our squat. So lower body, upper body, and then lower body. Here we go. Very high metabolic exercise. Switching from upper body and lower body and vice versa allows us to do the circuit style, continuing from one exercise to the next with minimal rest, really elevating that heart rate, elevating that metabolic rate, helping us to burn fat and use that for fuel while we build our muscle. Keep going. Abs are in, chest is lifted. Keep going. Good. Halfway there. Beautiful. That's it. I think we got 3 more. Do what you can. If you're done now, that's okay. All right. Next on the docket, lat pull. So we're switching out our weights for our bands. Back to upper body with a pulling movement. Getting some good tension on the band. Nice broad stance, knees are soft, so there's no arch in the back. We pull down, pulling the arms into a sharp W, and then bring it up, keeping that tension on the band. Lovely, good. Now I like to get a little chest elevation here, and up. And pull, and up. Keep going. Beautiful. That's the way. Okay, keep pulling that band apart. You want a nice, broad, wide angle if you can get it. Sometimes your bands are so tight you can't spread your hands any further apart. Do the best you can to get as deep and low into those lats as you can. Deep meaning into your spine. In toward your spine, like a giant fan. Awesome, great, great job. All right, front lunge with forward drivers, just like we did last week. We'll be capitalizing on that in our second set. Again, a little more room, no trip hazards. We're gonna start with one leg, hands in front of you. You're gonna drive them forward with the knee forward. Good. Slight reach down, so you've got that slight angle. Good. And again, driving forward. Next set, we're gonna be doing these with weights. You might be a little sore through the quadriceps tomorrow, but that's okay. That means you're getting training effect. Just do it again in a couple of days. Allow yourself some recovery time so you can build that muscle tissue. Allow for the breakdown and the repair, the healing to occur, and you'll get stronger and build that tissue. Build those cells. Good, I think we got 4 more. Nice. You look good. Good. Shake it out. Take a couple seconds, catch your breath. I got to turn my boiled dinner down. It's boiling. Multitasking. Here we go. Other side. Front lunge, front leg drivers. Remember, you're going to land heel, ball, toe. Stick your foot nice and soft. Here we go. Driver and back. Nice giant step. Good. Keep going. Yeah. Kind of like having to get up off the floor and pick up something heavy, right? You're doing great. 5 more. Get a hinge right from that hip. Right from the hip. Awesome. All right. Next, Russian twist. Grab your mat. Now, if when you lift your legs on the Russian twist, you find that you're resting like right on your tailbone, try and shift yourself forward slightly so you're on the fleshy portion of your buttock. But if that bothers your tailbone, and it does some folks, double your mat up so that you've got a cushion of support underneath your butt, okay? That'll help with any tailbone soreness. Just like I'm doing right now, doubling it up. You could also triple fold it. Back up here so you can see me. Alrighty, here we go. Coming into our Russian twist. Again, our second set will be done with weights. So imagine you've got that weight in your hand. Go ahead and lift your legs up. Drawing your abs hard. Rotate, center, rotate. 1, rotate, center, rotate. 2, right from the rib cage. Working on that beautiful thoracic rotation. Keep going. Take a break when you need to. Little extension, little rotation. Abdominals are in and up the whole time, providing us a little traction. Halfway there. These are great. These are the ones that really count. Right here. I like the cheering squad in the music. Good, we're doing great. How about one more, guys? One to be good on. Okay. Get your mat out of the way, guys. We are on to set number 2. Take a few seconds. Grab your bench. Grab your weights and get ready to deadlift. But take a drink of water. Take a few seconds now to rest in between your sets. Again, we've had minimal rest for our first set. And I set it up that way purposefully so that we could maximize that metabolic rate. We're moving right along without further ado. Okay, feet are under the bench. So if I had a bar, that weight's gonna be right over my instep. All right, here we go. Legs are straight, but they're not stiff straight, just slightly bent. Arms tucked in, back is flat and broad. Hinge up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Number 2. Number 3, buttocks go back, abs pull up. 4. Feels good. Picking up heavy things. Halfway there. Again, abdominals pulling up, feeling that stretch through the glutes and the hamstrings. Focusing on the trajectory back and up. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Okay. Put your weights aside for the chest exercise, but keep your bench. Now, you may want your mat in front of your bench. You may want to double up your mat as well, okay? We're going to be doing a bench push-up. You can also set your bench partly on your mat to make sure that your mat stays wedged under your bench. Again, camera adjustment. Apologize. It slipped back. There we go. All right, we should be good right now. All right, coming into our elevated push-up. Modified position. Forward on the kneecap, abdominals in, shoulders packed. Looking at the corner of your bench, you push down and up, and down and up. If you can, from this elevated position, go ahead into standard position and keep pushing up. Remember to exhale on the way up. Inhale as you go down. Halfway there. Two-thirds. A lot heavier than those weights. Awesome. Push back, relax. Come up when you're ready. We're going to be moving our bench, moving on to our second set of squats. Little transition time. All right. Rack of choice, shoulders or by your side. If you want to carry, that's fine. Here we go. It's a party. It's a squat party. Nice. Good. Now remember, the head essentially follows the trajectory of the axis of the spine. The buttocks shift posterior to the axis of the spine, but you want to allow the head to ride along the axis if you can. In other words, don't bend too far forward. Keep going. Get nice honest knees. Honest knees. Stick your feet. Awesome. Awesome job. Okay, moving right along to our lat pull, guys. Second set. Grab your band. Pull it apart. Now these pulling muscles have had a nice long rest. They should be fresh and ready to go for the second set. So I want you to challenge those lats. Pull the arms apart and pull the elbows back and down. Good, slight diagonal, back and down. That's it. Look good. Nice job. Keep going. Doesn't that feel good? Right there. One to be good on. Roll your shoulders and relax. All right, as promised, front lunge with the driver, one weight. Just grab one weight. You can hold your weight anywhere you like, any way you like. If you want to hold it like this, that's cool. If you want to hold it by the bell end, that's cool too. You're going to be driving that weight forward as you lunge, just like you did first set. Here we go. Hinging from the hip. Okay, you do not want to hinge from the back. See how I just reached my arms forward like that, like I'm reaching toward the floor, and all of a sudden my shoulder blades totally went out of their place. In other words, they're not stable. So now watch. Pack the shoulder blades, pack the abs. Giant step. Protect your knees. Good. Nice big angles. Like a box or a square. Good. Keep going. Long and tall with the trunk. That lean comes from the bottom of the glute forward. Awesome. Shake it out, shake it out. Recover for a few seconds. Catch your breath so you can go into the other side just as strong as you did that side. Now, chances are you started on your dominant side. So you might want to make a mental note next time when you start your set. Try starting on your non-dominant side. All right. Dominant side's usually stronger. Here we go. Usually, not always. All right. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. You're like a rocket. 8, go. 7, ready for takeoff. 6, 5, nice and strong through that shoulder girdle again. Abdominals always braced. 3. One more. Nice. Okay, grab your mats. Double them up to protect your tailbone if you have, especially if you have a super skinny mat. Russian twist. Keep your weight. We're almost done. Just flies by. I'm going to turn so I can see you this time. Here we go. Pin your arms in, shoulders down. With that weight up here like this, you could have a tendency to hunch, so just be careful of that. Pulling back and down. Here we go. And twist, and twist. Gravity's going to be pulling that weight down behind you there. So you're going to have to resist that. Abs are in and up. Don't strain your chin or your neck. Halfway there. Second set. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that feel good? Imagine how strong your torso is going to be and how mobile through the thorax. Couple more. Exhale. 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 Nice job. All right, guys. You can put your weight away. Keep your mat, though. We're going to stretch. Great work out there in virtual land. Hats off to you. All right, going to slow this down. That particular playlist is called Rhythm and Funk. And this is appropriately called Rescue. All right, guys, here we go. Inhale up. Good. Big, wide expanse through the shoulders. Exhale down. And again, inhale up. And exhale down. This time we're going to reverse the arms. Inhale up. Exhale out, down and around. Inhale up. Dynamic stretch through the chest and through the posterior shoulder. And again, inhale up. And exhale down. Posterior shoulder stretch. Good. Anchor down. Lengthen your neck, please. Beautiful. Tip the head away. Go easy. Does that feel good? If you have a tendency to carry a lot of stress in your neck and shoulders, in your jaw, this will feel really good. Great. Big deep breath, open wide. Interlace your hands behind you, anterior shoulder stretch. Be sure and pull your chin back. Slight butt tuck, abs in. That will help to protect your lower back. Otherwise, especially if you're tight through the chest, you're going to reach back like this and arch your back, which is super hard on the vertebra and the discs in your lower back. You always want to protect, right? Especially at this time in our lives, right? And especially if you have any history of osteopenia or osteoporosis in your family, always want to be aware. Create that space. Minimize any shearing stress. Good. Posterior shoulder, other side. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Upper trap. Beautiful. Ear away from the shoulder. Directly to the side if you can. Good. Let it out. Let it out. The hard part's all over. Some days are short. Other days are shorter. Some days are long, huh? By the time you get here, it feels like you've already been through a whole week, right? Good. Inhale up, hands behind your head. Good. Now, again, I'm going to turn to the side. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to tuck my butt, pull my abs in. I'm going to pull my elbows back using my muscles between my shoulder blades and behind my shoulders. At the same time, I'm going to push my hands very forcibly into my head and my head very forcibly into my hands. By the way, feel those trunk muscles engage when you do this. You feel your belly button pull in like it's a plank. Good. Let it go. Relax. Release. Great. We're going to have a seat on our mats. We're going to start with a couple seated stretches. So I'm going to have you extend one leg out, and I'm going to have you cross the other leg over, kind of like we're just sitting on the beach having a conversation. Then you're going to take your arm opposite this front knee, and you're going to wrap it around that leg if you can, and then you're going to use that for leverage. You're going to pull that leg in, and you're going to pull up tall through the spine. Imagine that you could get just an inch taller. Get that traction, get that leverage. Place your hand behind you. Good. Put some weight on that hand so you can get a little more leverage. Try to keep both butt cheeks down. Feel that stretch in the front hip. Now, rotate toward that hip. Opening up those sides on the opposite side. Hold that stretch. Now, next week, I'm going to plan to incorporate some lateral lunges, building upon our lunge sequence. Good. Come back to the center. All right, and we'll switch sides. So you're going to straighten this one leg. You're going to bend this other leg across. Yep. Good. Make sure you adjust your weight like I did so you got your weight on both butt cheeks. If you have one side that's tight, you'll have a tendency to shy away from it and lift up. So, all right, push into that back hand. More leverage, more traction. Pulling up tall through the spine, keeping the neck long. And just rotate. Creating lots of space between those bones in your back. Nice deep breaths to really work those intercostals and that diaphragm. All right. We'll go ahead now. We're going to switch to our back side. We're going to begin with a knee hug stretch, just like we did last week. Just hug your knees gently in, or your thighs gently into your chest. Try to reach under your legs if you can, so there's no stress point to the kneecap. Good. Now, extend one leg flat out. Really anchor that leg out. Really stretch that lower foot as if you're trying to shoot a bow and arrow right out that heel. Okay, energy right out that heel. You are a superhero. You have energy and arrows coming out that heel. That other leg is drawn nice and strongly in toward your trunk. Good, good, good. Keep reaching that bottom leg out from the hip to the heel. Relax your top leg a bit. Place your opposite hand on the knee. Slowly rotate everything over to the side. Stretch your arm in opposition. You can look toward your arm, toward your hand if you like. For the Cairo stretch, just like we did last week. Deep diaphragmatic breaths, really opening up that upper side, opening up those intercostals. Those are those muscles between your rib cage. Good, help with thoracic mobility. Great, we're gonna switch to the other side. So now we're gonna take that top leg and that's gonna become our bottom leg. We're gonna stretch it out. Pull the other leg in, push that bottom leg down and out. Down and out. Deep breaths. Let it go. Let the tension go. Especially if it's tight, you're gonna wanna hold your breath. All right, we're gonna fight that tendency. All right, from here, we're gonna relax that top leg. Again, the arm goes out. The hand assists the leg across the body. And again, you can look in the direction to your outstretched hand if that works for you. Just enjoy that stretch. Enjoy, enjoy. Nice deep breaths into that rib cage. You can really feel it now in this stretch. Great. Rolling over, we're going to continue our side roll. Kind of make a little log roll here over onto our front side. We're going to stretch out those quadriceps and those hip flexors by bringing the heel toward the glutes, toward the buttocks. And then we're going to think about pushing the hip bone down toward the mat so we can achieve neutral spine, and then lengthen the front of the thigh. This will promote the stretch with some deep hip flexors. And start in your middle back area and insert down under your hip. Great. Go ahead and relax. Insert right into that thigh bone. So we really want to stretch those out. You have another one that starts in your hip, actually, at your top of your hip, and crosses over that crease, you know, that hip, front of the hip area where we hinge when we do our deadlift, and goes right down into the knee patella tendon, which covers the kneecap. Good, relax, relax, and stretch. So by pressing the hip down into the mat, we can stretch all of those, the ones that originate. Go ahead and sit back into your child's pose, playful puppy pose, whatever your knees can tolerate and accommodate. Arms are straight if you can, getting some nice stretching through that lat area, that lat attachment there, into the upper arm. And when you're ready, go ahead into a kneeling position, a half kneeling position, and come to standing. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop record. I welcome any feedback. All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, hang on. Hold on.
Thank you, friend.
Thank you.